Hello and welcome to Perspectives. I'm Henry Pope. Aboard the papal flight from Africa, Pope Francis told reporters he could not have fully prepared himself for what a surprise his first visit to Africa would be. Tired, but content, Pope Francis told reporters he prayed at a mosque in Bangui in Central African Republic and traveled around a Muslim neighborhood with the imam seated next to him in the Pope-mobile. After 2 years of civil war, the Pope stressed to reporters that the people of the Central African Republic want peace, reconciliation, and forgiveness. The crowds, the joy, the ability to celebrate even with an empty stomach were impressions the Pope said he would take home with him. One of the most rare values today is that of brotherhood, a value essential for peace. Leaders of every religion must teach values, and that is what is happening in Central African Republic, Pope Francis said. With his trip to Africa concluded, the pontiff will hardly have much time to rest before the opening of the Year of Mercy next Tuesday on December 8th. And Pope Francis' next trip to Mexico has already begun its preparations. Currently scheduled for late February 2016, Pope Francis says he hopes to travel to cities that his predecessors, St. John Paul II and Pope Benedict XVI, never visited. In Paris, a United Nations conference aimed towards finding an agreement on greenhouse gas emissions is underway. Catholic organizations in Paris said that despite the cancellation of the march, a result of the terror attacks last month, has not dissuaded them from attending the major UN summit there. Interfaith leaders gathered in France to hand over a petition with more than 1.8 million signatures, 800,000 of which were collected by Catholic organizations who are all calling for action on climate change. Those who are trying to spread awareness on the summit are not only located in Paris. Coordinated marches in over 2,000 cities are sending a clear and unified message to the world leaders gathered in Paris that support for climate change is not located solely in one city, within one culture, or in one religion's doctrine, but is taken seriously by all. Since Pope Francis' encyclical was published, however, Catholics have been setting an example at the forefront of the climate movement. Here in Toronto, thousands gathered to showcase their presence and voice their solidarity towards encouraging reform on this global issue. The march, organized by the Catholic Climate Movement, followed a course from Queen's Park to the Allen Gardens over the weekend. Here now is an excerpt from an interview conducted by Salt and Light's Sebastian Gomes with Luke Stocking, who helped organize the event.
Tonight is a parade of lights, so we're going to light up the night with our flashlights and glow sticks and light up the night as a way to send a message to leaders gathered in Paris that we're standing behind them and we're calling on them to take action to fight climate change now and build a better future for our planet. So it's going to be a good time.
What do you think here about the response? About like what are you hearing from people? What are they saying? Why do they decide to come out to this great event?
Well, I think people, especially the folks that we're connected to as Development and Peace, there's been such a strong response to our Create a Climate of Change campaign. People, under the inspiration of Pope Francis and Laudato Si and his message to us, people are waking up to how integral ecology is to our faith and also the future of the planet and fighting against climate change. They're recognizing, as Pope Francis says, that climate change is one of the principal challenges facing humanity today. So I think they're excited. Catholics, we like to come together, and here we are coming together and for a good cause, and I think it's going to be beautiful.
Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific, join us as our groundbreaking series Creation continues with another episode. The series answers the question, why should we care for the environment? So far, we've learned that caring for creation requires respect. The series takes us all over North America to meet people with stories that highlight Catholic environmental principles. Our stories draw attention to many issues including waste management, urban and local farming, water shortages, contamination, and wastewater treatment, and offer the answers that many of you are seeking with regards to our concerns about the environment. In tonight's episode titled The Grammar of Creation, we learn that respect can be as simple as listening to the language inscribed in the created world. In case you miss it tonight, you can find every episode at saltandlighttv.org/creation. And if you're starting to think about the holiday season, DVDs will be available in time for Christmas. If you're watching our main network, please stay tuned for Catholic Focus. That's all for Perspectives from all of us here at Salt and Light. Take care and see you next time.